I'm here with Lyndon Brown, who's president of the PTA at 13th Avenue School. A very good PTA, I might add.
Thank you.
And a good president.
Thank you.
Tell us about this merger between Martin Luther King School and 13th Avenue. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it was a merger that was planned and preconceived without community and parent engagement. So I'm kind of taken aback about that. I feel that before the plan was even rolled out to the community, that the parents from the schools, both schools, should have been informed, should have been engaged about what the process would be and why we were selected to merge, since we're two failing schools merging. You know, I have a major concern about. If we were being merged with a school that was high performing, that may, cause a different dynamic. But because of, the current administrations that we have at both schools, both of them being new to those schools, because of the various varied student populations at both schools, I have grave concerns.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me just play devil's advocate. I have been in circles where there are so-called education stakeholders, and they all say, yeah, we should have talked to the parents, and okay, but now we got to go ahead because March is coming up, and that's when the budget has to be struck. So let's just go ahead and do it. What's wrong with the plan?
The plan is set up to fail because you have not engaged the community or the parents. The staff at both schools are kind of stunned about what's happening. It's causing a major distraction because NJS testing is scheduled to occur again over the next several months. March, April, May, NJS testing is going to be occurring in our schools, and it's a distraction for those teachers who now have to wonder, am I going to have a job in September? Why should I put a lot of effort into this school and to these students when I'm not going to be here in September? So maybe their level of commitment to those children may waver because of the fact that some of them are looking to abandon ship.
They say that there's room here for the entire Martin Luther King population to come over and be absorbed. Is there enough space here?
There is space, but there is not enough space to absorb the entire student population at Dr. Martin Luther King without there, having some adverse effects on the school climate and culture and academic performance at 13th Avenue School.
Tell me about that.
Well, we have 40% of our students who are special needs students, and they should be in the least restrictive environment. So in 15 or 20 of our classes there are autistic students, and the cap on this enrollment have to be 6 or less. In our special needs classes, the maximum enrollment should be 12. And so we have quite a few rooms that may not have 20, 25 students in those classrooms. However, they are not underutilized as far as academic instruction and services for the students who are special needs.
So if you just look at it from the standpoint of numbers, then it makes it seem like it may be, quote unquote, 50% underutilized.
Yes.
But actually you're saying these rooms are being used in the way they should be because
Right.
of the nature of the population.
Exactly. And I don't think that was factored in to this decision when it was made.
Well, when you look at let's say what the characteristics and the personality of 13th Avenue and the personality at Martin Luther King, what do you really see that these schools need?
Well, I know currently at Dr. King, the parental involvement is very, very low. 13th Avenue School, our parental involvement is great. As a matter of fact, we're going to be receiving 5 awards from the New Jersey PTA for outstanding parental involvement for this past school year. So next month we're going to be going to the state convention to receive awards. So parental involvement at both schools is not at the same level. I know that both of the schools have new administrators at those schools, and I know that we are currently in year 7, and I believe Dr. King may be in year 8, year 9, as far as making AYP. So I have grave concerns about that.
So you're saying it's like bringing one struggling population and putting it with a second struggling population and hoping that something good is going to happen.
Exactly. What's the academic mission and plan for those two schools after they merge? What type of resources and programs and services are going to be implemented in order to make sure that we have a true impact on student achievement? Because just to merge two failing schools, with inexperienced administrators, with administrators and teachers who have exhibited, low performance in some of the classrooms. That is of great concern.
So what is the plan for academics at 13th Avenue?
We have not been given a plan. Plan has not been shared with us as far as what the academic vision is for 13th Avenue School. We were told that technology will be the primary focus for the fall for the two schools once they merge. But even now, currently, we have problems with our technology here at 13th Avenue School. A lot of the teachers would not receive the professional development that they need in that area. So, and I don't know what the, caliber of technology proficiency is at Dr. King currently.
Mm-hmm. If you were to just look at 13th Avenue, what do you need to make this a successful school?
We need major professional development. We need
what kind of professional?
Professional development when it comes to differentiated instruction, when it comes to technology, infusing technology in the curriculum, when it comes to classroom management, when it comes to our special needs population. There is no degree that a teacher can get in autism. You get a degree in special education, and so when it comes to evaluating our teachers, the majority of our administrators do not have a background in special education, and particularly in autism. So when it comes to effective evaluations of those teachers, some of them are doing a great job, yet a lot of them have received unfair observations and evaluations because of the lack of professional development on the part of our administrators, which is something we brought up to the district over the past several years, but we've seen no growth in that area. In addition to the teachers, a lot of the per diem aides that they hire, a lot of the classroom aides don't have any professional development when it comes to autism and special education.
So if you merge the two populations, what do you lose?
You lose the zest for education. I foresee, and I've seen a lot of the veteran teachers have become a little bit complacent. I believe that students and teachers become conditioned to their environment. So when you are at a low-performing school and you are a student who's trying to excel, if the climate in your classroom or in your school is not of such, where there is rigorous coursework going on in the classroom, then you're going to conform to just, mediocre instruction. And the same things with the teachers, demanding more, expecting more from their students, getting peer support, peer mentoring is important.
And you think that's going to go down, that's going to slip
Exactly,
because you bring in the other students? Why is that?
Not so much the students, but I think the teachers that you're bringing in. I'm very concerned about the process in which those teachers who are going to be brought here is going to take place. Are you going to have any process whereby the criteria will be the teachers who have the best attendance, who've had major professional development, teachers who are parent-friendly, teachers who have great evaluations? What is going to be the criteria for selecting the teachers that you're going to be merging here with 13th Avenue School? I'm very concerned about that. And who's going to monitor that process? I don't feel that our current administrators are equipped to handle that initiative.
They just want to close these schools down. They make room
we
for
need you to kind of get closer so we can capture your sound.
They just want to close these schools down
so they can
make room for charter schools, and all the other students. They're not going to get accepted those charter schools. Only a few, because you have to go through a process, and if you're not qualified, you're just not going to get picked, and then you're going to be shifted around to different schools, and the parents are going to get frustrated. It's crazy. I gotta go because it's old.